Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior, high school fans, back to action in the Hoisington Winter Jam as your Minneapolis Lions guys are in the tournament title game against the host school, the Hoisington Cardinals. Dale Leach here for the Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com to be soon joined by Scott Osherman, the number 5 seed Minneapolis Lions, with you got to write it down. We are with a 5-6 record right now, taking on the number 7 seed Hoisington Cardinals, who had one win coming into the tournament prior to the seedings coming out. But they play in a very tough league of Halstead, Haven, Heston, Hillsboro, Kingman, Larned, Nickerson, Smoky Valley, Pratt, and Sterling. Enough said. To get here, the Hoisington Cardinals beat Ellsworth, our league foes, by a score of 57-53. Ellsworth beat us earlier in the season. They then beat Ellenwood 48-42, and taking on the Lions tonight. Minneapolis got here by beating in overtime number 2 team in Class 1A, Victoria, 65-62, and then beating NCAA foe Russell last night by a score of 72-65 to set up this 8-15 title match between the Lions and Hoisington. And the Lions are the 2-time defending champions of this tournament on the boys' side. They've won 3 of the last 5. And out of the last 5 games, either Minneapolis or Hoisington has won the tournament championship. And so that will ring true here again tonight for the 6th season. Either Hoisington or Minneapolis being the champs. Minneapolis, if we are the champs, would be the first school ever in the 12-year history of the tournament to win 3 in a row. So we'll have to see how things come out tonight. The Lions in the past 9 years have had 2 6th-place finishes, 1 5th-place finish, 2 3rd-place finishes, 1 2nd-place finish, and 3 1st-place finishes, championships. We have finished in the top 3 since 2010. So 2009 and up, since we started 7, 8, and 9, we were finished in 6th and 5th. But since 2010, we have finished 3rd or higher. And the series history with Hoisington dates back to 1919. This is the 16th game overall in the series. Minneapolis leads the series 10-5. We have won the last 2 games in a row over Hoisington, winning 44-30 in the last year in the semifinals. A little bit about Hoisington. They have some height on us, I do believe. They have 2 6'3" seniors, a 6'3" junior, a 6'2" senior, 6'1" senior, 6'1" junior. They do have a little bit of height on the Lions. We'll see how that holds out for them tonight in this championship game. Coached by Kyle Haxton, whose twin brother was the Ellsworth coach for a number of years. Lions coached by John Darrow II, Tim Collins, Tim Niles, and Brad Kaiser. Lions have won 2 games in a row here to get to the championship game. Had that exciting buzzer beater to force overtime against Victoria, and then the close win over league foe Russell last night. Lions have won 3 of their last 4, beating Clay Center, Victoria, and Russell, losing to Beloit at Beloit. Getting ready for introductions here. In this final game of this 2016 annual Hoisington Winter Jam Tournament, the 12th annual tournament in Minneapolis has been coming for 10 years now.
Oh, there you are. Welcome to the 2016 Hoisington Cardinal Winter Jam. This championship game is,
and I believe we'll have a national anthem here before this game.
And the number 5 seeded team, the Minneapolis Lions. Before we introduce the stars, please rise as the Hoisington High School Pep Band performs our national anthem. And now, for our starting lineup. First, for the Lions, a senior, number 4, Gavin Rothenberger.
Gavin Rothenberger, senior, starting for the Lions.
Cardinals, a 6'1" junior, number 5, Cameron Davis. For the Lions, a senior, number 5, Brandon Wolf.
Cameron Davis starting with Brandon Wolf, the Lions. Stephen Delachek, number 12 for the.
And for the Lions, a junior, number 12, Jacob Johns.
Cardinals, Jacob Johns starting for the Lions.
A 5'10" junior, number 13,
Corbin Crawford, starting for the Cardinals. Michael Baker for the Lions.
For the Cardinals, a 6' junior, number 22, Grant Delachek. And now the starting lineup for the Lions, a junior, number
22, Grant Delachek.
Chase McKinney.
Chase McKinney for the Lions.
6'2" senior, number 43,
Ryan Roeder for the Cardinals.
He is assisted by Tim Big 50 Schramer and Bob Brundar.
Sorry, Dale.
No problem. Welcome, Scott Osham.
Tell you, I'm cutting it short every single time, aren't I, buddy?
It's all right, you made it. Thank goodness. We're happy for that. The Lions were led in scoring last night by Mikey Baker and been kind of the hero of late. Had the running three-pointer to put the game in overtime against Victoria in the quarterfinals. He and Brandon Wolf have contributing big time here in these first 2 games. We hope they can continue with that tonight.
Well, it's interesting. Hoisington in red on their own floor, but that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it was the same in the girls' third place game.
Minneapolis in white, and we will have the jump here. And we're ready to go. Davis, the tip is up and won by Minneapolis as we get ready to go right here. Minneapolis with the basketball. Quickly in the hands of Brandon Wolf. Brandon will drive in, kicks it down low. It's kicked out, it's stolen away. It's, there should be a travel. It was. Good call. as both squads were flying hard. We have turnovers both directions.
Full court press put on by the Cards.
McKinney with the basketball. Oh, it's stolen away. And its score is up and good by number 12 for the Cardinals, Dolacek, and another turnover by Minneapolis. That's 3 turnovers quickly by the Lions. Ball goes on the left-hand side. I'll try to get names started here. Broden with the basketball. Gets it backward here on the outside into the hands of Crawford. Crawford down low, shot up and good by number 22, Dolacek, as 2 Dolaceks on the floor for the Cardinals. Mikey Baker swing pass all the way over to Brandon Wolf. Brandon goes up in the air to get that one. Brandon Wolf comes down with it. And he will swing pass backward to Baker. Baker will take the quick shot up, and it's an air ball, but picked up by McKinney.
He walked the tight rope and stepped on the line.
As they will work it around. Basketball in the hands of the Cardinals, up 4-0 early here. Dolacek quickly drives in, and there's going to be a foul on Minneapolis, number 4, Gavin Rothenberg.
Went for the block, might have had his head on the ball, but apparently got a piece of the arm too. 2 free throws coming up.
Dolacek, Stephen with the first free throw, and it's up and good. So Stephen, a senior, and Grant, a junior. Second free throw's up, and it's good as he makes them both. 6-0, Hoisington with the early lead. Wolf gets it across to Baker. Baker crosses the timeline. And another steal. Wow. And he misses the dunk. Good enough for him. And they come back the other direction. If I was coaching that kid, I would sit him down for missing an easy lay-in shot like that. But hey, that's why I'm broadcasting, not coaching. Huh.
Yeah.
Brandon Wolf drives in, back out to Rothenberger. Rothenberger back to Wolf. They will set this up. Minneapolis looking to try to score here for the first time. Quick defense by Hoisington, and they are quick to the basketball.
Baker with a missed shot.
Ball in the hands of Crawford. Crawford, Minneapolis in a tight defense. Back on the outside, it goes to Dolacek. Swing pass backward here to Broden, I believe. Shot is up and good by number 5. Davis, and Minneapolis takes a timeout. 8-0 here early as the Hoisington Cardinals come out with a big intensity, Dale, and they go up 8-0 to start this.
They've got some intensity going for them for sure. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all of your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, proudly supporting the Lions.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Minneapolis back here, and another turnover as we try to get it across the break. And Dale, we
got caught in the trap.
Got caught in the trap right there. So Minneapolis on the defensive side have a bunch of turnovers so far, and we just stripped the ball right there. Nice job by the Lions with the steal.
with quick hands.
Wolf on the outside, right-hand side. Brandon guarded tightly there. Swing pass backward here to Johns. Johns with the basketball, goes back to Baker. Baker looks to the outside to set this up. Minneapolis trying to get a couple fresh bodies in. They will go down low to Mikey Baker. Turnaround shot is up and good. Nice job by Baker as we finally get on the scoreboard. Mikey's doing a much better job at looking to score and has been doing a great job. All goes, all the way in, and there should be, thought there might be a a block there, but it wasn't. I'm going to let you handle this for a second, okay?
Charging fouls called.
Offensive foul called Brent
Trayvon
Dollar.
Thomas comes in, and as does Trenton Brubaker. David Johns and Baker sit down.
So who was the foul on? And
22.
oh, it was a charge?
Yes.
It was a charge. Okay, thank you.
And we have a second foul now on the Cardinals. Scores 8-2.
And that foul was on. I didn't see who that foul was on.
I don't think they put it up yet.
So Trent Brubaker with the basketball. And they get her nearly tipped out of bounds. I'll tell you, Dolachek is so quick. And they are quick to get to that thing. McCulloch checks
comes in.
So.
.409 in the first, it's 8-2. Hoisington.
Brubaker with the basketball back.
They are anticipating those
Yeah,
passes
they
by
are.
our guards.
Wolf
And right there.
goes to McCulloch. McCulloch on the outside.
Called Bothenberger for a hooking foul.
Wow. So his second personal foul, and as he wraps around and goes around him, that was interesting.
2 team fouls apiece.
8-2, 3:45 left to go in the first quarter. They go down low.
Thomas about had him tied up.
How many seconds do you get in the lane?
Nobody. Minneapolis foul here. Trayvon Thomas with the foul.
And Rothenberger comes out. So Thomas picks up his first personal foul.
Johns is back in. Brubaker sits down. 3-point attempt, no good.
And rebounded by
They
the
chase
Cardinals.
it down.
Ball on the outside goes to Donovan. Donovan to Dolachek. Shot from the free throw line, no good. And rebounded by Wolf. Wolf with the rebound, and he'll come back the other direction. Brandon Wolf cuts it back. Swing pass backward to Johns, backward to Baker. Baker looks down low, has nothing, goes back.
Come on.
McCulloch, wow. They are hands in their faces all the time, and they finally do blow the whistle on Donovan.
You get your hand wrapped across the arm of the offensive player, it's going to be a foul.
Yeah.
3 team fouls apiece.
They will go into Wolf in the corner. Brandon down low, up and good. Nice wraparound pass to Trayvon Thomas as Trey puts it in, but a great wraparound pass to get it into his hands. Davis palming the ball, no call. They would go over here to Speck, backward to Dolachek, back to Davis. Brandon Wolf with the tight defense. Davis goes all the way in, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. So they'll quickly get the inbounds in. No good. Rebounded by.
Oh, the back. Come on. Number 11.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Going to make 4 team fouls apiece.
Speck.
That Wolf picked up a foul here a minute ago.
And was that Brandon that got
Yeah,
the foul? Okay, thank you.
14 fouls apiece now.
Another turnover. And that was telegraphed right there.
Yeah.
And
Number
they will
1.
take the 3 up, and it's good as Donovan hits a 3. I cannot believe they just absolutely killing him. Mikey Baker for 3, and he hits it. Nice job by Mikey Baker as he hits a 3. He was open. Brandon Wolf did a great job of getting to him. So they will working around here. Dolachek misses, rebounded by Brandon Wolf. that is amazing. They have hands all over them, and they're letting them play. Of course, you know, we've seen that. They've let them play this whole tournament.
They really have.
Yesterday's the only one day I've been here, but they let them play yesterday. So.
Possession arrow to the Cardinals. Wolf came down with rebounds, quickly enveloped by 3 red shirts, who tie him up. 1:41 to go in the first. It's 11-7 Cardinals.
Cardinals get another different player in. We'll get you that name here in a minute. Goes into Davis. Davis back out to Lang, I believe, is the player that came in for the Cardinals. 31. They go, nice drive right there. Up and good by number 11, Speck. Drove the baseline nicely there. McKinney back to Baker. Mikey Baker crosses the timeline. Back to McKinney, back to Brandon Wolf. Wolf with the basketball. See, we'll go back to Johns, to Thomas. Thomas back to Wolf. 59 seconds left, 13-7. Hoisington with the lead. Mikey Baker. Nice job by Mikey. Takes it in. He'll go to the line. Foul by number 11, Speck. He'll be his second personal foul. Mikey had a nice crossover dribble there, Dale, as he crossed it over and took it to the baseline and went right up there, but just couldn't get it to fall.
He came close to going through.
Hard angle. Baker's first shot is up, and it is good. Nice job by Mikey Baker.
He has a very unorthodox free throw shooting style. A lot of them go in.
Yeah. Brew Baker checks in for Johns. Second shot coming. Is up, and it's good as he makes them both. Ball comes back down the other direction into the hands of Donovan. Donovan with the basketball. Back in the outside, 45 seconds left. Oh, wow. Nice drive and a good finish by Crawford as he gets the bucket. 34 seconds left. Brandon Wolf with 28 seconds to set this up. Baker on the outside. Back to Wolf. 19 seconds. Wolf on the outside, back to Brubaker. Brubaker looks, gets the high screen. Goes back to Wolf. Oh, nice pass down to McKinney, and he finishes it. Nice job, Jace McKinney. But a great pass down low, and he gets it, and he'll go to the line. Great ball movement by the Lions with 7.9 seconds left. 15-11 could bring it within 3 right here. Shot is up, and it's good. Nice job by McKinney as he makes the free throw as well. 5 seconds left. They will get a shot off. Ooh, it looks good. It's off. Nice job by the Lions as they will trail 15-13. But Dale, we were down by, was it 5 or 7 before we scored?
7 easily.
Yeah. So Minneapolis trails by 3, 15-12. We'll take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as E-Communication Channel 20, your voice in Minneapolis Lions. We'll be right back.
Your Toro dealer in Minneapolis and Salina is All Seasons Power and Equipment. See Ronnie Robbins and his crew for great pricing and service for both new and used equipment as they back the Minneapolis High School Lions.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lion backers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Well, the big story in this game so far in helping the Hoisington Cardinals get this 3-point lead is forcing turnovers on the Lions. They've been very hawkish on defense, intercepting passes, and it's paid dividends for them. They have the 3-point lead there, up by much more than that earlier. Lions start with the possession error in the second quarter. Brubaker across the timeline to Baker.
Baker with the basketball goes down low. There's a kick, and they will stay with the Minneapolis. Sorry, Dale. I was just
So
kind of
Johns
looking at
will
a couple
inbounds
things.
here.
They
It's
will
up
get it into Brubaker. Brubaker with the basketball, and nearly tipped away. Kept alive by Minneapolis. They would do get it into Brubaker. Trent with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, goes back to Baker. Goes back to Brubaker. Brubaker brings it back to the top to set it up. Back to McKinney. McKinney back to Brubaker. 15-12, 7:20 left to go in the second quarter. Oh, they will turn the ball over. They tried to get it down low, just couldn't quite do it. The three-point shot is up and it's no good, and rebounded by the Cardinals. Cardinals will set this up into the hands of Dolacek. Dolacek goes back to Davis. Oh, nice move up, and it's good. Wow, that was a nice move by Dolacek.
He got around McKinney, and McKinney stuck an arm in that he wishes he hadn't.
Nice ball movement and a good finish there. McKinney will get his first personal foul.
5 team fouls on the line, 6 on the Cards.
Shot is up, and he makes it. So Dolacek leading their way. He's a senior. He's got 7 points for him so far. Brubaker comes out as Wolf comes in.
18-12 lead for the Cards.
McKinney with the ball across the timeline. Back to Johns. Goes back to Baker. You know, Dale, you had talked about how they anticipate the pass. They do really do a nice job of anticipation. And they get a hand in there very quickly. So Brandon Wolf and gets the pass off. There's going to be a foul on the floor. We'll see who it is. It's on Dolacek, number 12.
That'll be the 7th team foul, putting Beat on at the line for the 1-and-1. He had a nice dish off to Rothenberger.
He did.
Finished it with a nice lay-in, but the foul first.
Yeah, unfortunately it didn't count, so. Beat on at the line, shot is up, and it's good. Nice job by Brandon as he gets the first one to fall. 18-13. Second shot coming. Shot is up, and he makes them both. Nice job by Brandon Wolf. 18-14, 4-point ball game. 6:23 left to go here in the first half. Into the hands of Crawford. Crawford to set this up. Minneapolis in a zone. They would go back on the outside to Dolacek. Dolacek back to Donovan. They go down low to Davis. How long do you get in the paint? How long do you get in the paint?
He's still in it. They
Thank
finally
you
call
so
it.
much. My gosh. I was counting 3 seconds ago. So when I started mentioning how much do you get in the paint? So thank you. So turnover back to the Lions as Brandon will bring it down. Beat on with the ball with the Johns. Johns looks at Baker, has nothing. Gets it back down to McKinney in the paint, up and good. Nice job. Great pass by Johns. Great finish by McKinney. 18-16.
Hold it within 2.
Dolacek on the outside goes back to Donovan. Donovan back to down to Crawford. Crawford goes down low in the paint. Shot, turn around, no good. Rebounded by Gavin. Gavin with the rebound. Gavin will bring it down. Beat on with the basketball, crosses the timeline, goes backward to Baker. Baker looks down low. In the paint, up, and it's no good, and rebounded by Crawford, or Dolacek.
Rothenberger with a nice shot, just did not get the right spin.
Dolacek goes back in the hands of Crawford. Timeout's gonna be called. I'll tell you, I need to look and see how tall Dolacek is, but he reminds me, he's 6'1", size-wise and body-wise, a lot like Gavin, and he can jump. That's why I can see why he probably tried to dunk it for them, but it's still pretty impressive. So
they got 3 6'3" kids, a 6'2" and a 6'1". How's that?
Yeah,
a little taller than
a little taller,
a little taller,
a little taller.
They take a full timeout. 5:03 remaining, leading the Lions 18-16. We were down probably 10 to 2 at one time, and have crawled back to within 2 points here.
So Minneapolis trailing 18-16 here, as both squads come out of the timeout. So Minneapolis on the floor is McCulloch, Baker, Wolf, Thomas, and Rothenberger. Hoisington inbounds, gets it in the hands of Crawford. Crawford back to Donovan. Donovan on the outside. They go down low. Great hands right there. Nearly turned over, kept alive by Hoisington. But nice ball movement by Minneapolis, or defense by Minneapolis. And it's stolen away by Thomas. Great job,
quick
Trayvon.
hands. He did that. He's put his hands in there twice there on that series.
Thomas goes all the way in, can't get the fall. Comes back the other direction is Dolachek. Dolachek, hesitation-wise, goes back in the hands of Crawford. 18-16, 4:21 left to go here in the first half. Swing pass all the way over to Dolachek, back to Donovan, back to Crawford. Crawford back, it goes into the hands of Broden. Broden, there's a tie. Oh, a travel. I thought it would have been a tie-up. Hey, I like that better.
Take it either way.
Yeah, either way. Nice job by Minneapolis on the defensive side. Forces the turnover.
Good defensive pressure.
Goes back in the hands of Brandon Wolf. Brandon will cross the timeline easily. And he goes all the way in.
Oh, my
Cannot
goodness.
get the fall. Wow.
Too much English. Spun around 3 times.
For him to go all the way in there untouched, though. 3-point shot up and good by Donovan for the Cardinals.
21-16.
Back to Rothenberger. Rothenberger up, and it's no good. He gets his own rebound, and still can't get the fall. Dale. So he will go to the line to shoot.
Shoot 2.
2 here.
8th team foul. 5 for the Lions.
Foul was on number 5, Davis.
His first.
Gavin gets the first one to fall. 21-17. Second shot coming. It's up and it's good. Makes them both. Nice job by Gavin. And coming out is Gavin as David Johns comes in for him. McKinney comes in as well. So McKinney, Johns, McCulloch, Wolf, and Baker on the floor.
21-18 Cardinals. 3:30 to go in the half.
They will go on the outside. Swing pass. They will work it around. Back to the top of the key to Dolachek. As they work it around. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by McCulloch. McCulloch with the basketball. Gets it back over to Baker. Baker looks down low. Goes back to Johns. Instead goes to Wolf. 3:05, 21-18. Lions down by 3. McCulloch backward to Wolf. Brandon in the paint, goes back to McCulloch for 3. Can't get the fall, and it's kept alive and be tipped out of bounds off of Minneapolis. So Caden was open, had a good look at it, just couldn't get to fall. Caden's one of those, I think he's a little bit down on a shot. He's got a good shot, and it will come back. Just needs to keep shooting. Ball goes back to Dolachek. He misses, and he gets his own rebound. gets the bucket on the
Number
lay-in.
11.
Is Specht goes in the paint and gets it to fall. Nice finish, nice pass. Oh, thank you, McCulloch.
We've had another one bounce out,
It's
didn't we?
Baker for a great pass and a great finish. Nice job by the Lions.
23-20. 2:10 to go in the half.
They will work it back around, swing pass backward. Back to the top to Dolachek, back to Donovan. Dolachek, back where it goes. Over here to the right-hand side to Lang. Goes back into Davis. Very patient right on this possession is the Cardinals. Donovan back to Dolachek. 140, 23-20. Donovan back. Oh, great job with anticipation by Brandon Wolf. Brandon with the left-handed layup up and good. That was a beautiful anticipation by the senior to get the steal within one, 23-22. Nice job, beat on. They go in, the paint, shot is up, and it's good. That was a nice shot by Davis as he gets the bucket, could go back up by 3, 114. Wolf with the basketball.
That's another steal.
And back the other direction. Misses it, nice job. Misses
Good defense that
misses the layup.
bothered that. 25-22, 55 seconds, we throw it away again.
And another back the other direction.
That was a horrible call.
There was no contact.
He blew the whistle
at all.
before there was any hint of a possible contact.
And we got a technical. On Dolachek, they called a technical on.
You say, well, what did we do to get a technical? So they got 2 points, making it 27-22, and he gets a free throw.
And he makes it. Still not sure what was said. It must have been something was said on the floor.
Send Brandon Wolf to the line for 2, I believe, and we get the possession.
Just one is on the floor.
Just one? Okay.
So. And Brandon makes that. You're right. I apologize. You are exactly right. And he makes them both. And Minneapolis gets the basketball. So
it's 28-24. We were getting pretty good on maintaining possession of the ball. We've had some throwaway problems here in the last few minutes. Need to get that corrected.
Ball goes into Brubaker. Brubaker back to Baker. Baker into Thomas. Almost has it stripped away. Goes back to McCulloch. 34 seconds left. Back to Brubaker. Back to Baker. Into McKinney. McKinney at the free throw line. Up. No good. And picked up by the Cardinals. Back the other direction. 19 seconds. 8-24.
We're going to sit back in the zone here.
And
9
they
seconds.
will set it up here. Crawford back to Davis. Back to a deep shot, no good. Rebounded by McCulloch. And we can't get it off. We do get something off, but it wasn't any good. 28-24, they outscore us by 1 that quarter. By 13-12. So at the end of the first half, it's the Hoisington Cardinals 28, the Minneapolis Lions 24. We'll be back with some stats and some comments. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as E-Communication Channel 20. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Hoisington, Kansas. Cardinal Winter Jam here. The championship game as the Minneapolis Lions trail at the half 28-24 against a very quick and physical Hoisington team, and they're letting them play. And right now, Minneapolis trailing at the half, but battled back, Dale, and really felt like they played they were outscored in both quarters 15-12 and 13-12. It really felt like they played much better the second half, the first quarter, and the entire second quarter.
The Cardinals of Hoisington really tried to land a haymaker punch to start the game and get us down. Very ball-hawking defense, and they were fairly good on their own offense. We were resilient. We came back. We still had some problems throwing the ball away against a very pressuring defense by the Cardinals. But we're staying right in this. We've had it down to 2. We're now down by 4, and it could have been much worse. I think they've made 2 or 3 three-pointers at least. I don't know how many turnovers we have, but more than them, I'm sure.
Yeah, we do, but you know, we force some as well, and you know, I know I'm not 100% on keeping track of my turnovers because I get busy with the play-by-play and I miss some of that in my book, but that is one category that we are leading in that I wish we weren't.
Yeah.
So run through some stats real quick for both squads. For the Hoisington Cardinals, they had 5 turnovers. Crawford, a junior starter, had 2 points. Cameron Davis, a junior starter, had 4 points. Should see here, 2, 4. Tyler Specht off the bench, a junior with 4 points. Brenner Donovan off the bench, a junior with 6 points, and leading the way is Stefan Dolacek, a senior with 10 points. They were perfect from the line, 4 for 4 were the Cardinals. For the Minneapolis Lions, 8 turnovers, Dale. Scoring-wise for the Minneapolis Lions, Trayvon Thomas with 2, Brandon Wolf with 2. Brandon Wolf with 6, Gavin Rothenberger with 2, Jace McKinney with 5, and leading way Mikey Baker with 9. 9 for 9 from the free throw lines. Neither team missed a free throw in the first half. We don't see that. I don't know when.
I wanted to say something about we were shooting the free thws good in the first
Yeah,
half, but I didn't want to jinx us.
And I was tempted to not even bring that stat up because of the fact that I brought it up last night being 5 for 6 in the first half, and then we went ice cold and didn't hit much in the second half.
Reed, speaking of free throws, that Brandon Wolf got second in the free throw competition.
Wow.
For the tournament, hitting 24 free throws.
Good for Beadon.
24 out of 25.
24 out of 25. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's pretty exciting. So somebody had to make all 25 of them to win it. So that's interesting. So good for Beadon. So
good percentage.
That's very good. That's exciting. That's one that we've kind of been hard on a few times throughout the early part of the year because he's been kind of low in his percentage, but it's exciting to see. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the percentage that I see on coaches' stats. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but they're probably accurate.
Well, I know he's kind of struggled early in the year, so.
But the Lions are still in this. 50 seconds to go here in the halftime. We're down 28-24. We will have, Hoisington will have the ball to start the second half. But we were down by a chunk to start the game. We battled back in it. We're down by 2. Now we're down by 4. We can stay with it. These kids have fight. They have played hard all tournament to get where they are.
And are we 2-time defending champions today?
2-time defending champions. I mentioned earlier, Scott, that since 2010, the Lions have gotten 3rd or above. Out of the previous 5 tournaments, either Hoisington or Minneapolis has won it on the boys' side.
On the boys' side.
So that'll remain true either again tonight.
Yeah.
If Minneapolis wins, that would be the 3rd straight time, and no other team has done that. But we're a little ways from that right now.
Yeah, exactly. So Hoisington will start it out here as they get it in the hands of Dolacek. Dolacek will bring it down to set it up. He gets it over here to Davis. Davis back to Broden. Broden back to the outside it goes to the younger Dolacek. So they will look down low. They have nothing. They kick the ball on the outside. Back to Davis. As they will work this around, Crawford with the basketball. Backward to Dolacek. Dolacek back to Broden. Broden back to Crawford. Back to Broden. Nice defense by the Lions. Good patience by the Cardinals. And in the paint, no good. Shot is up and missed. Rebounded by Rothenberger. Back to Brandon Wolf. Brandon with the basketball. Gets it back to McKinney, and we
Throw
turn
it
it
away.
over. With just a interesting turnover right there. So.
Here come the Cards with the 4-point lead.
So we're working around. Cardinals with the basketball. They move the ball around. Back and forth it goes in the paint to Broden. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Johns. Nice job as it comes back the other direction. Wolf back to Johns, back to Baker. Baker looks down low, has nothing, goes down to Rothenberger. Can't get it to fall, and it's going to be off of Minneapolis. Hoisington basketball.
It's a little crowded in there. He forced it up. Wasn't successful.
28-24, 6:31 left to go here in the third quarter. Dolachek back to Crawford. Crawford on the outside. They look inside to Broden, have nothing. Goes back on the outside. Back to Crawford. Dolachek, three-point shot, no good, and wow, no call, rebounded by Baker. Baker comes out of it, gets it back, and it's stolen away. Another, and the foul by Johns, and the finish by Davis. Wow. And the turnover that forced that.
He'll go to the line for one.
Mikey Baker with the turnover will come out. In for him is Brubaker. Misses it and rebounded by Rothenberger. Back it goes. First miss for the Cardinals from the free throw line. They go back to Brubaker. Brubaker back to Rothenberger. Rothenberger picked it, and there's going to be a turnover. Dale.
We were passing the back and forth between each other and could not control. Had one red uniformed hand in there to help that quite a bit.
Back it goes. They move it around.
6-point advantage now for the Cardinals.
Crawford back to Donovan. Donovan in the ball game for the Cardinals. They will set this up. Donovan on the outside. As nearly jumped by Brandon Wolf. Hoisington now just kind of content to sit on the outside. Broden with the basketball. Back it goes. And stolen away by Minneapolis. Nice job with the forced turnover. Wolf with the basketball, back to Brubaker. Brubaker on the outside, high screen set. Goes back to Wolf. Minneapolis yet to score here. Looking to get on the board here in the third quarter. They go down to McKinney, and
Off his foot.
Another turnover.
On the dribble. Trayvon Thomas come in for Johns.
Baker's going to check back in as well.
A lot of back and forth here. Only 2 points scored in the first 3.5 minutes of the third quarter. Unfortunately, that was by the Cardinals.
Cardinals with the basketball as they will cross the timeline. It's it back over here to Donovan. Donovan back to Crawford to Donovan. Into Davis. Oh, great hands by Trayvon Thomas with the steal. And the bucket. Nice job, Trayvon Thomas, as he gets the steal and the bucket and will go to the line. Great job by Trayvon to stick a hand in there and to tip it away and then to quickly go after it. Foul was on number 1, Donovan, his second.
So free throw for Thomas here.
and it's good. As Trayvon gets the free throw to fall. Minneapolis within 3, 30-27. Ball goes back over here to Lang. Lang back with the basketball as Hoisington content to work around the outside to try to work something on the inside with a cutter. They go down low. Nice pass and a great finish by Davis. A little bit of a high-low there that they get it to that high post, and the high post turns around and drops it down to the low post for a cutter. Thomas back to Rothenberger, back to Wolf. Wolf on the outside, back to Baker. Baker drives, kicks it out to Brubaker. Brubaker cannot get it to fall, misses too far underneath the bucket. Back it goes into the hands of the Cardinals. Lang back to Crawford, back to, and he misses it and gets his own rebound. Shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Minneapolis. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas.
3:02 in the third.
Goes back to Baker. Baker from the free throw line, up, and it's no good. And he's going to get his own rebound up to Rothenberger, and he gets it. Nice job, Gavin, and he gets fouled. Great job by Gavin Rothenberger to get the loose ball. Gets his first field goal of the night, and he'll go to the line to shoot the and one. Up, and it's no good, but rebound by Trayvon Thomas, and he puts it in. Nice job by Trayvon with a great rebound and a great finish, 32-31. Nice job by Trayvon Thomas. Yeah.
Blocking foul on Minneapolis. McKinney's going to come in for Brubaker. Lions draw to with one at 2:35. 32-31. That was just the second team foul, so no free throws.
Dolachek on the outside. Goes back, swings it around.
We're in a 2-1-2 zone. They pull it out.
Crawford with the basketball. Back to Lang. Lang to Crawford. Crawford. Inside it goes to Dolachek. Yes, indeed. Nice job, Jace McKinney. Jace does a great job of drawing those charges, and Dolachek lowers his shoulder and takes it in to McKinney. That'll be 3 on him.
Chance for the Lions to take their first lead of the night, trailing 32-31.
Mikey Baker on the outside. High screen. They go down to Rothenberger. And back to Thomas, can't get it. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to the Cardinals. And we had an opportunity there, just couldn't get it to go. Back it goes. Lang with the basketball for the Cardinals. Minneapolis in his zone. Back it goes to Lang, back to Crawford. Crawford to Lang. Lang to, over here to Specht. Nice job by McKinney, and a save. A great job by Minneapolis with the great save.
Thomas.
Back it goes. Trayvon Thomas got up in the air, and his first blocked by McKinney, and then saved by Thomas. McKinney hands the ball off to Wolf. 1:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Brandon on the outside. High screen. Back to Rothenberger. Back to Wolf.
Thomas in the man-to-man.
As they move the ball around. Brandon back to Baker. They've done a nice job of not letting us, back to Trayvon, of not letting us have an open three. They know that it's been one of our MOs, and there's going to be a foul down there. Nice job by Brandon Wolf to take it all the way down.
Fourth team foul
Foul is on number 13, Crawford.
John's in for Trayvon Thomas. Third foul on number 13.
I didn't even have any in the books for him, so I really had not been paying attention. So they get it in to Baker. Baker with the basketball. Back to Wolf. Back to McKinney. Yep.
Oh, my goodness. McKinney just draws a technical. That's hopefully not being ejected, is he?
McKinney's going to take some time on the bench here. So
something was either said or done down there to get a response like that out of Jace. Had to be. It was clearly a charging foul.
Yeah,
Jace.
it was. It was. But then Jace put a. At first, I thought he was just slipped getting up, but it was definitely not the case. So McKinney will get.
First, we have the free throws for the foul. No, this has to be the technical.
And this is the technical. So who's shooting that?
That's 23 or 13.
43, I think.
43.
Misses that one. So 43, which is Broden, makes one, misses one.
Okay, there were no. Yeah, that's
player
only our
control.
fourth.
Player control. Plus it was charged.
So there will be no free throws on that. They get possession, leading 33-31. Two 1-2 zones here for the Lions yet.
All on the outside. Swing pass backward here to Dolacek. Dolacek back to Davis, or Donovan, Donovan. Donovan on the outside. 3-5 seconds left. Brandon Wolf with the basketball. And does not get a shot off, but gets a shot off, but it's a long ways away. Well, we do get back in this, Dale. Down only by 2 now, 33-31.
We came out of that technical smelling like a rose, point-wise.
So Minneapolis does outscore them in that quarter by a score of 7-5. Within 2 going into the fourth quarter. Still not sure what happened down there. Jason McKinney got whistled with the technical.
Well, clearly lost his cool.
Yeah, something was said or done, and when he got up,
When he got up, coaches talked to him. He was still looking at the.
Well, the fans said something to him and got into his face, and he pointed something at the fans, and I wouldn't be really shocked if he's back. He's pretty hot right now. He's going to have to cool down a little bit.
So 33-31 after 3 quarters of play. The Lions are keeping it close.
Of course, we've had 2 technicals tonight. One on them, one on us. So very physical ball game tonight, folks. So 33-31, Minneapolis will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. Goes back in the hands of Wolf. Wolf back to Baker. Baker will set this up. Back to Johns. They go into Rothenberger, and he's going to be fouled by Davis.
15 foul, second personal on Davis.
And they will get it in to Wolf. Brandon back to Thomas. Thomas back to Wolf. Wolf on the outside. Back to Johns, back to Baker. Baker will take the 3. Can't get a fall. Follow your shot. Yeah.
Thomas going to get a foul on the rebound attempt. I think Brandon, Mikey thought that was in.
Yeah, I think he did too, but that's.
He was starting down the court.
Yeah. That's one of those, you follow your shot. I don't care how good you think you are. So, of course, maybe because I didn't make very many of them, I always had to follow my shots. So back it goes into the hands of Donovan, back to Dolacek. Dolacek back to Donovan. They are taking the air out of this ball, trying to slow it down.
5 team fouls apiece.
Oh, great job and rebound by the Cardinals. That was a nice move there by Dolachek.
We about had the rebound,
Yeah.
just couldn't hang on.
Back on the outside, swing pass backward to Donovan. Donovan. Wow, that is amazing that you take the time out of it this early in a ball game. 33-31, and
we tip it. That was clearly going out of bounds. Too bad we had a hand on it.
Well, no, I think 22 was open down there, Dale.
Well, yeah, but they didn't throw it right.
So, okay. Dolachek back over to Donovan. 3-point shot up, and it's no good, and rebounded.
They're going to call it on Johns. Team foul 6.
That's interesting. I thought Jacob had a pretty good position there, Dale. Both guys were battling there. That's like I said, I thought they both had pretty good positions. Ball goes on to Dolachek. Back to Donovan. They will move this up to set it around. Clear on the outside is Donovan. Back to Dolachek. Back to Donovan. They go into Broden, back to Dolachek. Back to the other Dolachek. 5:57 left to go. Back to Dolachek. Broden with the basketball. They will move it around to Dolachek as he drives and pulls it back. Back to Davis.
Lions do have 16 fouls now, so we will put them in the 1-on-1 with the next foul.
Well, this is, they really want to slow this thing down, and they are definitely doing so here. They want to try to pull us out into a man, apparently.
And they have.
They have, so.
No, they're still in the zone.
So as they drive in, great hands by Rothenberger. Nice job by Gavin. Tips it out of bounds. And they will keep it back with Hoisington. Hoisington inbounds. They get it quickly in. Dolachek drives in and makes it.
And we have a timeout by Hoisington, I believe.
So full timeout's called. 35-31. Hoisington scores there. 4:58 left to go here in the ball game. We'll take a quick break with them. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. We'll be back after this quick message.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis is proud to support the Lions of Minneapolis High School. Come visit Joe and Amber Wool for your pharmaceutical and home health equipment needs, along with gifts and greeting cards. While you're here, be sure to pick up some free vitamins for all your young Lions. We promote healthy kids and families.
Welcome back.
Lions trailing. They have the ball here. 4-point lead for the Cardinals. 4:58 to go in the fourth quarter. A lot of time. And we lose the ball.
We lose the ball, so. And they dunk on us. So Donovan.
We strip the ball out of our hands. Take the 37-31 lead.
I'll tell you, that's the first time he's 6'1" junior and gets up in the air and puts it down.
I thought he might have traveled.
I did
for
too.
that dunk,
I did
but no
too.
call.
So no call though. So we'll take a quick break. Minneapolis calls a full timeout, trailing by 6. We'll be right back.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are supported by the Davidson Agency at Delphus, Minneapolis, and Bennington. They have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, auto, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today.
For 100 years, a Schooler Company has been the expert in marketing your agricultural products. Call and find out how Schooler can help you manage risk and maximize rewards. And go Lions!
See you.
In fact, I'm almost dead sure there was a quick shuffle of the feet to try to get his launch there, but no call. And beat on drives and is fouled.
So
the sixth team foul on the Cardinals.
didn't see who they whistled that on.
12.
That's on Dolachek. That's good. 4 on him. So
4:34 remaining. It's 37-31. Hoisington.
there's another foul, and that one's on Donovan. And that will send, that's his third, and that's going to send Rothenberger to the line.
Brubaker set to come in. 2 shots here.
And Gavin makes the first one. Comes in for Jacob Johns.
Our first point of the third. Of the fourth quarter, excuse me.
And he makes them both.
Put on the press.
They will get it across to Crawford. Crawford, and it's stolen away. Nice job by Minneapolis with the steal on the full court press. High screen. Brandon Wolf on the outside, take that beat on, and it looks good. It is. Nice job, Brandon Wolf. Hits a big 3 right there. Minneapolis within 1, 37-36. Nice job by Brandon Wolf. That calms the crowd down a little bit. Beat on, steps back and drains one. 37-36, 4:05 left to go.
We'll be right back.
See American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all of your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, proudly supporting the Lions.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Your Toro dealer in Minneapolis and Salina is All Seasons Power and Equipment. See Ronnie Robbins and his crew for great pricing and service for both new and used equipment as they back the Minneapolis High School Lions. Well, we've had the lead down to 2 at least once, maybe twice. Now we have it down to 1. Hoisington with the ball. We got the full court press on again. I do believe, no, we're going to fall back this time.
4:05 left to go in the ball game.
Baker's back in
Plenty of time, so. Ball in the hands of Crawford to bring it down to set it up. Crawford back to Donovan. Donovan back to Crawford. Back to Donovan. They will go back on the outside. They will work it around here. Donovan. And they, like we said earlier, they're content to just sit out there and pass the ball. Work off some time there. There should be a, very close to a 5. Brandon Wolf with the tight defense on Crawford now. Back to Donovan. And he picks up his dribble, goes into Broden. Nice job, Minneapolis, to force the turnover. Coach Haxton's not happy.
Wild
Nice
throw
job
out of
by
bounds.
Minneapolis. Great job by the Lions defense
Brubaker's going to come in for Johns. Now the Lions have the chance to take the lead for the first time. Trailing 37-36, 3:08 remaining in the fourth.
Brandon Wolf crosses the timeline with the basketball. Back to Brubaker. Back to Wolf. 3 minutes left in the ball game. 37-36. Hoisington with the lead. Mikey Baker for three. Off the mark. And it's tipped out of bounds off of Minneapolis.
Johns will come back in for Brubaker.
They will work around now. Hoisington with the basketball. Up by one. It'd be nice. Dolachek's back in the ball game for them with 4 personals. He's not been a killer, but he is their floor general. It'd be nice to pick up 5 on him. Dolachek with the basketball on the outside. Back it goes in the hands of Speck. Back to Dolachek. They go down low. And it's missed. Great job by Minneapolis with the defense. Nice job. And the other Dolachek's whining all the way down the court about a foul. And there was a little bit of contact down there. So Brandon Wolf with the basketball. 30-second timeout call by Minneapolis. Minneapolis calls a 30-second timeout. 2 minutes and 1 second left to go in this ball game. Minneapolis trails by 1, 37-36. Dale, we've got a good one here.
Sure do. It reminds me an awful lot of that quarterfinal game against Victoria where we had to come from behind. We just couldn't get caught up till the very end.
Till the very end. So we'll go ahead and keep it here, but nice job by the Lions to fight back into this. Just trailing by 1, still battling away.
Here against the hometown Hoisington Cardinals, and their last points were several minutes ago with that big dunk.
So Minneapolis, Brubaker will inbounds. Brubaker, Baker, Wolf, Thomas, as well as Rothenberger on the floor for the Lions. Brandon with the basketball, back to Baker and Brubaker. Brubaker takes a shot up and no good, misses it, and
I don't think that was the shot we wanted, but he was trapped. Nobody's coming to help.
Yep. Back it goes. Ball goes on the outside to Specht, back to Dolachek. Dolachek back to, there's a hand check right there, and that's going to send them to the line.
Brubaker with the foul. Seventh team foul. First on Brubaker. Misses.
And rebound by Thomas. Back it goes. Brandon Wolf with the basketball. Shot is off the mark and rebounded by Mikey, not having his shooting night tonight. It's back the other direction it goes. Back to Specht. Crawford, and that's going to be a foul
on Rothenberger. Eighth team foul.
His third.
We're starting out 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. He stayed around quite a long time without another foul. McCulloch in for Brubaker.
So at the line will be number 13, Crawford, for the Cardinals. And he misses. Rebounded by Rothenberger, back to Wolf. Still 1 minute in the ball game, 37-36. Baker back to Wolf. Wolf on the outside, looks at McCulloch. And a timeout called by Coach Darrow. Full timeout it is. 37-36, 45 seconds left in the ball game. Whew.
We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
City Pharmacy in downtown Minneapolis is proud to support the Lions of Minneapolis High School. Come visit Joe and Amber Wool for your pharmaceutical and home health equipment needs, along with gifts and greeting cards. While you're here, be sure to pick up some free vitamins for all your young Lions. We promote healthy kids and families. The Lions of Minneapolis High School are supported by the Davidson Agency of Delphus, Minneapolis, and Bennington. They have provided hometown service for the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years for home, auto, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today. Well, the Hoisington coach has to tell them, he's telling his kids, don't foul.
Yeah.
Because we have been red hot at the free throw line.
McCulloch, Baker, Wolf, Rothenberger, and Thomas in for the Lions. Wolf with the basketball. 42 seconds left. Brandon back to McCulloch. McCulloch into Rothenberger. Rothenberger back to Wolf. Wolf, high screen set. Brandon in the paint. Up and it's good. Nice job, Brandon Wolf with the first lead of the ball game. 25 seconds left. Minneapolis takes the first lead. Ball on the outside goes to Dolachek. Dolachek back to Donovan. Donovan back to the other Dolachek. Dolachek back to Davis. 12 seconds left. They go down low. Great pass down the paint. It's blocked! And it's on the floor. Somehow they come up with it.
Timeout, Ellsworth. Thank you.
No, Hoisington calls a timeout. Wow, 7 seconds left. Hoisington calls a timeout.
They had the ball. They were getting ready to go back up. I'm glad he called the timeout.
Wowzer. What? Oh, my goodness, Dale. Timeout
on
call.
Wolf with the clutch two-pointer there to put us in the lead with 28 seconds remaining. It's now down to 7. The Lions with the 1-point lead. First in the ball game.
Wow.
7 seconds to victory, Scott.
What a ball game this has turned out to be, Dale. 37-38. Minneapolis with the 1-point lead. 7 seconds left. Hoisington has the ball. Dale, what a ball game. We have got to prevent. Got to keep them.
They're under their basket.
It's going to be a close one right here. Hoisington inbounds. They get it in. They will drive in.
Foul.
Oh, you're kidding me. 2.3 seconds left. They call a foul on
I can see that foul.
Trayvon Thomas, and he will pick up number 4, and going to the line will be Crawford. Crawford has a chance to win this for them
Two
at
free
the
throws.
line. First one is up, and it's good. And he ties it up with 2.3 seconds left. He'll have another one coming. Shot is up, and it is good. He makes them both. Minneapolis is going to call timeout. Wow. What? Minneapolis with the timeout. Hoisington now up by 1, 39-38.
2.3 seconds remaining. Harken back to the quarterfinal game against Victoria. 2.8 seconds remaining. We were down by 3. Different position. We got to go the full length of the court. Stranger things have happened. We could have had at least one of those free throws missed.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
39-38. Minneapolis finally took the lead with 28 seconds remaining.
This has been one heck of a ball game, Dale. 39-38, 2.3 seconds left. Now we've got a chance again to try to get this. They're going to put pressure on us. McCulloch to inbounds for the Lions.
You can run the sideline here, the end line.
And the crowd is loud here.
Official timeout.
So not sure what they're, I guess they're gonna, not sure what they're looking at here. Oh, the scoreboard, that scoreboard just went dead.
Oh.
That's what they're looking at. So now they're trying to figure out what the deal is on that one scoreboard. It just went completely dead. So Minneapolis has a little bit extra time here to try to figure this out. Glad that both scoreboards didn't go down, but that one did. So
it's getting back up now.
So they'll have to wait for it to boot, I guess. I'm not sure. There it goes. So Minneapolis to inbounds. McCulloch, Wolf, Johns.
It needs to be a
Baker.
full court length pass, full length court pass to get a shot off.
Dang.
We travel.
And we travel with it.
1 second remaining.
Yeah, 1 second left, and that's it. Then they're going to call a timeout. So that's not the way you want to see it end. That is so frustrating. So
all they'll need to do is successfully inbound the ball.
This Hoisington, I know we're in Hoisington. This Hoisington crowd has not been the what you'd call a congenial crowd. I'm glad we're not sitting on that side. On that inbounds, we threw it over, and Gavin and Brandon ran into each other, and there's nothing you could do at that point. So tough one right there, as Hoisington will inbounds with 1 second left. They did what they needed to do. They hit some big clutch free throws. Crawford did. So tough one.
If they foul us real quick, that'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but I can't see that happening. So, yeah, and that's it. So Hoisington comes away with the victory. So congrats to the Hoisington Cardinals as they get the victory. Minneapolis is no longer the defending
champion of this tournament.
So,
by golly, we did ourselves proud tonight. Come back and get within one.
So
actually be up.
Yeah, absolutely.
By 2 at one point, or had the 1 point advantage. So congratulations to the Cardinals on their being the champions of this tournament. The Lions go 2-1 in the tournament and get second place.
So congrats to Hoisington, also congrats to Minneapolis Lions. They did fight hard, Dale. And very proud of those guys, and I felt like they did what they needed to, and they got back into this. So. And we
players be recognized, give them medals.
We did outscore them in that quarter against 7-6. We just couldn't make it up. We just not quite enough. So tough one as they're handing out the medals. So.
Number 3 for Minneapolis, Lane Sanders.
So.
Number 4, Gavin Rothenberg.
They're passing out the medals. I'll go ahead and get some stats here.
Number 5, Brandon Wolf. Number 10, Trent Brubaker.
As they're naming off the players.
Number 12, Jacob Jones. Number 21, Trayvon Thomas. Number 23, Matt Freeland. Number 24, Michael Baker.
So they're passing them out.
Number 25, John McGill.
Chase McKinney.
Number 30, Kate McCall.
Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions in this tournament. Nice job by the squad getting to second place. So, congrats to our senior boys. They fought hard. So.
And now for the 2016 Hoisington Cardinal Winter Jam champions, the Hoisington Fighting Cardinals. Number 1, Vernon Donovan. Number 3, Xavier Robinson. Number 4, Matt Meckley. Number 5, Cameron Davis. Number 11, Tyler Speck. Number 12, Stephen Dolachek. Number 13, Corbin Crawford. Number 15, Michael McMahon. Number 22, Grant Dolachek. Number 25, Braxton Donovan. Number 31, Kyle Lang.
As they're naming off the Hoisington squad.
We'll have the all-tournament
Team to announce
team
yet.
here in a few minutes.
We'll keep it here for that before we give any stats.
Congratulations to the 2016 Hoisington Cardinal Winter Jam champions, the Hoisington Cardinals.
Congratulations to Hoisington. What a ball game today, Dale.
Yep.
39-38. It was a good ball game here. So we'll wait and see if they get the all-tournament team announced. So not what the boys wanted. I'm sure they would have loved to have had three-time defending champs, but still, nice job by the boys tonight. So
Again, the last 6 tournaments now have been won either by Hoisington or Minneapolis, each with 3 championships.
So nice job by the Lions. So
Now for the all-tournament team.
still waiting. I think they're going to get pictures here. So Coach Darrow calling them back out because I'm sure.
The 2016 Hoisington Cardinal Winter Jam all-tournament team.
So all-tournament team.
Martinez of Ellenwood.
Ellenwood Martinez.
If you are here, please come down and accept your medal. Stephen Dolachek of Hoisington.
Stephen Dolachek, senior for them.
Michael Baker.
Mikey Baker for Minneapolis.
Caden Davis of Ellsworth.
Caden Davis from Ellsworth.
Joe Norton of Victoria. Nick Flynn of Ellsworth.
Nick Flynn from Ellsworth.
Mason Beagley of Russell.
Somebody from Russell. I didn't
Beagley.
get that.
Davis of Hoisington.
Davis from Hoisington. Yeah, he didn't have that good a game. I was just kind of surprised. Brandon Wolf from Minneapolis. Nice job, beat on.
And Rashawn Holloway of Russell.
Yeah, Rashawn Holloway from Russell. That one I can understand.
That
So.
is the 2016 Hoisington Cardinal Winter Jam all-tournament team. Congratulations.
So,
Thank you for your support. That's it.
so 2 from Russell. Holloway and the other
Beagley,
Beagley. Yeah.
6'7".
2 from Minneapolis and 2. And
Baker and Wolf from Minneapolis.
so
Davis and
So-
Dolachek for Hoisington.
nice job by both squads. So run through some scoring real quick for both squads here. We'll do Hoisington first. Ryan Broden for Hoisington with 1 point. 4 points by Corbin Crawford. 4 points by Tyler Specht. 8 points by Brenner Donovan and 8 points by Cameron Davis, and leading West, Stefan Dolacek with 10 points. They were 7-11 from the free throw line, only 3 for 7 in the second half, but hey, they did. They got the two all-important ones when they needed to, and he had just missed a 1-and-1 to start right before he went there and hit those two, so that's a big play by the junior for Hoisington. Ended up the ball game 7-11. They had 4 turnovers in the second half. For Minneapolis, we had 5 turnovers in the second half. Much better job handling the ball in the second half. Trayvon Thomas with 7, Jace McKinney with 5, but Jace set the entire
fourth quarter,
and quite a bit of third quarter.
Yeah.
6 points by Gavin Rothenberger, 9 by Mikey Baker. Brandon Wolf led the way tonight with 11 points. 3 for 4 in the second half. Free throw shooting, 12 for 13. Dale, I'm not sure. I have seen this in quite a few years.
Yeah.
Hats
amazing.
off to these boys. That's the one stat that I'm the most exciting about is the 12 for 13 from the free throw line.
Yep.
That is superb, and I just can't praise those boys enough for hitting those free throws tonight. Just come up a point short. We battled hard. You hate to lose a close one like this, but what character it does build, and what a nice job the boys did to get back in this ball game.
Halfway through the season, the Lions are now at 5-7. We'll resume league play next Friday at home versus the Russell Broncos, girls and the boys.
And that'll be a tough one, as we will get to meet Russell again, and you know darn good and well that Beagley and Holloway will be ready to go. So
Holloway had 31 points and almost unbeatable, stoppable last night. He struggled to have 10 tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. You just never know. Just never know. So
the lacrosse girls win the girls' side, and the hometown Cardinals win the boys.
Congratulations to both squads. Congratulations to the alternate team that had Mikey Baker and Brandon Wolf on it. Nice job, both of those guys, to make the all-tournament team.
With that, we're going to sign off for the night. Thanks as always for having us in your home, and keep supporting these Lions in person, and if you can't make it, listen to me here on Eagle Channel 20 or SalinaPost.com. Your source for Lion sports. Dale Leach and
Scott Oshman. Good night and God bless.
Good night, folks.